She posted, "Sometimes the trash takes itself out after our fight." I commented, "Real talk." Then I blocked her on everything and started dating her coworker she was always jealous of. Her boss had to tell her to stop crying at work. Original post. I, 29 male, was in bed at 10:43 p.m. on a Saturday when my phone lit up. Instagram notification. My girlfriend, 27, of 2 years had just posted. Photo of her at some bar downtown, hair and makeup perfect, surrounded by her friends. Caption, "Sometimes the trash takes itself out wastebasket, sparkles hashtag, new chapter hashtag better things coming." We'd broken up 3 hours ago. Well, I'd broken up with her. In my apartment. The apartment where she'd been staying for the past 8 months without paying a single dollar in rent. The fight? Same one we'd been having for 7 months. My coworker, female, 26, works in my department. My girlfriend was convinced, absolutely certain, we were sleeping together. We weren't. Never had. Never would have while I was in a relationship. But tonight she'd gone through my phone while I was in the shower. Found texts with my coworker about a work project. Normal stuff. "Can you send me the Q3 numbers?" "Yeah, forwarding now." She was waiting when I got out. "Who is she really?" "We've been over this 1,000 times." "You texted her at 9 p.m. about work." Like the message clearly shows. "You're obsessed with her. You talk about her constantly." I mention her the same way I mention every other coworker. It spiraled. She demanded I quit my job or cut all contact with my coworker. I laughed. Actually laughed. That's insane. I'm not doing either of those things. Then we're done. I can't be with someone who disrespects me like this. "Okay, we're done." She blinked. "What? You said we're done." "I agree. We're done." "You don't mean that. You just try to manipulate me into—" "No, I'm exhausted. This relationship is exhausting. Please pack your things and leave. You can't just kick me out. You don't pay rent. Your name's not on the lease. You're a guest who's overstayed." She grabbed her purse and left. "You'll regret this. Good luck finding anyone who'll deal with your crap." 3 hours later, the post. I stared at it. Read the comments already flooding in. "You're so strong. His loss. Trash took itself out for real." Then I commented. Just 2 words, "Real talk." Posted it. Then I systematically blocked her on every platform. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat. Changed my Netflix password. Removed her from Spotify, Amazon Prime. Everything. Her toothbrush. Trash. Her shampoo bottles. Trash. The drawer of clothes she kept. Packed in garbage bags by the door. Took 40 minutes. Then I ordered wings and played video games until 2 a.m. Update 1. Sunday, 7:13 a.m. Pounding on my door. Looked through the peephole. My ex. Still in last night's outfit. Looking rough. "I know you're in there. We need to talk." Didn't open the door. Texted instead. "Nothing to talk about. Your stuff's in bags by the door. Pick it up and leave." You can't be serious. Over one fight. Not one fight. Every fight. For 7 months. We're done. Pick up your stuff. I live here. No, you stayed here. There's a difference. She banged for another 10 minutes. Finally left. Monday morning, I got to work at 8:15. My coworker was already there. Coffee in hand, working on the presentation we'd been building. "Morning. How was your weekend?" I sat down. "Broke up with my girlfriend." She looked up. "Oh, are you okay?" "Honestly? Yeah, it was time. The one who thought we were, that's the one." She was quiet for a minute. "I'm sorry you went through that. For what it's worth, I felt terrible being part of your relationship problems when there was literally nothing happening. Not your fault." She was convinced regardless of reality. We worked in comfortable silence for a bit. Then she said, "I know this is terrible timing, but my friend's having a birthday dinner Friday. Low-key thing. If you want to get out and not think about relationship stuff, you're welcome to come." I looked at her. Really looked at her. "Yeah, I'd like that. Friday night. Italian place, group of 8 people. My coworker introduced me as my friend from work. We sat next to each other. Talked all night. She was funny. Easy to talk to. No jealousy, no accusations, just normal conversation. Walking to our cars after, she stopped. "I had fun tonight." "Me too. This is probably stupid, but Would you want to do this again? Just us. Like a date. Yeah, like a date. Yes. Absolutely yes. Saturday afternoon, we got coffee. Walked around downtown for 3 hours. Held hands. Kissed goodbye in the parking lot. Sunday, I posted a photo. Nothing dramatic. Just as a coffee shop, smiling. Caption, good weekend. Within 20 minutes, my phone started ringing. Unknown numbers. Let them all go to voicemail. Listen during lunch Monday. All from my ex's friends. You moved on in a week. With her. She was right about you. You're disgusting. You were obviously cheating. Deleted them all. Then my ex's sister called from her number. I answered. Hello. What is wrong with you? Who is this? You know who this is. You broke my sister's heart, and you're already with that girl. We broke up. I moved on. That's how life works. In 1 week, your sister called me trash publicly. I agreed and moved on. She's been sobbing for a week. She can't eat. She can't sleep. Not my problem anymore. She tried to go back to your apartment to get her stuff, and you changed the locks. I sat up. What? She went back yesterday with her key, and it didn't work. I didn't change the locks. But her stuff's been sitting in bags outside my door since Saturday. If it's gone, someone probably took it. You left her belongings outside. For a day and a half. She was supposed to pick them up. Her laptop was in there. Her iPad. That's like $2,000 worth of stuff. Then she should have picked it up when I told her to. You're unfucking believable. She's calling the cops. For what? I told her to get her stuff. She didn't. What happens to abandoned property isn't my problem. Click. Tuesday, 2 cops showed up at my apartment. I showed them everything. The text telling her to pick up her stuff. The timeline. The leash showing only my name. Did you change the locks, sir? No. Same locks as always. Her key worked Saturday morning when she came by. And the property? I left it outside my door in trash bag Saturday morning. Told her to pick it up. She didn't. When I got back Sunday night, it was gone. I assumed she got it. The older cop sighed. Ma'am, he said into his radio, he left your property out for you to collect. He gave you notice. What happened after that isn't theft. Screeching through the radio. They left. But one cop stopped. Off the record, get a security camera for your door. This feels like it's not over. Update 2. He was right. Week 2. Wednesday, my ex showed up at my office. Building reception called me. There's a woman here demanding to see you. Says it's an emergency. What's her name? They told me. Tell her I'm not available. If she doesn't leave, call security. 5 minutes later, security escorted her out. She was screaming that you stole her property. My coworker heard the whole thing from her desk. That was her. Yeah. This is getting concerning. Thursday, my ex called my boss from her work phone. Left a voicemail claiming I was having an inappropriate relationship with a subordinate and creating a hostile workplace. My boss called me in. I got an interesting voicemail. From my ex. I assume so. She claims you're dating a coworker. Are you? Yes. We started dating last week. After my relationship ended. We're both in the same department. Neither of us supervises the other. Okay. No policy violation. But heads up, she called 3 times. HR's aware. I'm sorry she's doing this. Not your fault. But document everything. Friday, I installed a Ring camera on my apartment door. $89 on Amazon. Best money I ever spent. Saturday, 2:34 a.m. Motion alert. My ex at my door. Trying different keys. None worked. She tried for 6 minutes before leaving. Sunday, 11:19 p.m. Motion alert. My ex again. This time with a screwdriver. Trying to remove the doorknob. I called the police. Showed them the video. She's attempting to break in. I want to file a report. They went to her address. She claimed she was just trying to get her belongings. At midnight, with a screwdriver, they issued her a warning. Told her to stop contact. Monday, my coworker pulled me into a conference room. Your ex called my cell phone. How did she get your number? I don't know, but she left a voicemail. Want to hear it? She played it. I know you think you won. I know you're with him now, but you stole him. He was mine. You ruined my life, and you'll get what's coming to you. We're going to HR. Right now. HR took it seriously. Filed a police report for harassment. Sent a cease and desist letter to my ex's employer. Wednesday, my ex got called into her own HR department. According to a mutual friend who works there, she had a complete meltdown, screaming about me, about my coworker, about how everyone was against her. They sent her home, suggested she take a few personal days. Thursday, she didn't take personal days. She came back and spent her lunch break in her car, calling my office line repeatedly. Reception stopped putting her through after call number 8. Friday, she created a fake email address, sent a message to my company's HR claiming my coworker was sleeping with multiple coworkers and creating a toxic environment. Our IT department traced the IP address. Came from her workplace. Our HR contacted her HR. Monday, she was fired. Misuse of company resources and harassment of employees at another organization. Her sister called me. Are you happy now? I didn't get her fired. She did that herself. She lost her job because of you. She lost her job because she sent fake complaints about my coworker from her work computer. That's not on me. She can't afford her apartment now. She has to move back home. Okay. That's all you have to say. What do you want me to say? I'm sorry she harassed my workplace and got caught. You made her do this. You flaunted your new relationship. I posted one photo on my own Instagram that she can't see because she's blocked. Everyone told her about it. Then she has bad friends. Click. Week 4. My ex moved back in with her parents. 45 minutes outside the city. Her mother called me. First time we'd ever spoken. I need you to understand what you've done to my daughter. Hello to you too. She's having a breakdown. She can't eat. She can't sleep. She had to move home. She lost her job. All because you moved on. All because she harassed people's workplaces. She was hurt. She was protecting herself. From what? I broke up with her. I moved on. She escalated to stalking and harassment. You specifically chose the one girl she was insecure about. I specifically started dating someone I liked after becoming single. Her insecurity isn't my responsibility. You're cruel. I'm living my life. She's the one who can't let go. 3 days later, restraining order hearing. My ex filed first, claiming I was harassing her. Judge looked at the evidence. My evidence. Ring camera footage of her trying to break in. Twice. Phone records showing she called my work 23 times in 1 week. The voicemail to my coworker. The fake HR email traced back to her work IP. Records showing I blocked her everywhere and never initiated contact. Judge denied her request. Granted mine instead. 1 year. No contact. Stay 100 yards away. She cried in the courtroom. This isn't fair. He ruined my life. Judge, ma'am, the evidence shows a pattern of escalating harassment from you. The order stands. Outside the courthouse, her mom tried to approach me. Court security stopped her. Ma'am, the restraining order includes proxy contact. Final update. 3 months since the trash post. Here's the final scorecard. My ex, fired from her HR job with cause. Can't get another HR position. Termination shows up on background checks. Currently working part-time at a retail store for $13 per hour. Still living with her parents. According to mutual friends, she tells everyone who'll listen that I destroyed her life and stole everything from her. Her belongings never recovered. Apparently, someone in my building took the bags. Security footage showed a neighbor grabbing them Sunday morning. Nothing I could do about it. She threatened to sue me for the value, $2,400 according to her. My lawyer sent a response with a text showing I told her to collect them within 24 hours. Never heard back. Her friends, most of them distanced themselves once the restraining order came out. Hard to paint yourself as the victim when there's a legal order saying you have to stay away. Her sister still posts vague things on social media about toxic men, but I'm blocked so I only hear through others. Her employment. The termination killed her career in HR. She applied to 6 companies in 2 months. All rejected her after background checks. The retail job is at a clothing store in a mall near her parents' house. She's apparently miserable but can't afford to be unemployed. Her social life. According to the mutual friend Grapevine, she's isolated now. Most friends stopped responding to her venting. Her parents are tired of her living there. Her sister is supportive, but apparently also thinks she went too far with the workplace harassment. My job. No issues after the restraining order. HR closed all complaints. My boss actually said I handled a difficult situation professionally. The whole thing made me more aware of documenting things, which has helped in other areas. My relationship, still together. 6 months now. Met her parents last month. They're great. She met mine. Also great. We're talking about moving in together early next year. Taking it slow, but it feels right. The office situation. There was gossip initially. Did they cheat? Was something going on? But we were completely transparent about the timeline. Started dating after my relationship ended. Our coworkers got over it within a few weeks. The weird part, my girlfriend, new one, told me something interesting last month. You know what's crazy? I never looked at you that way until you broke up with her. She was so paranoid that I started noticing how you actually treated me. With respect, like a regular coworker. It made me realize you were different from other guys. So my ex's jealousy literally created what she was afraid of. Just later. The post, still up. She never deleted it. 412 likes. 103 comments. My comment, real talk, is still there. Sometimes I go look at it to remind myself how this all started. She called me trash. I agreed. She thought I'd begged to prove I wasn't. Instead, I took myself out like the trash she claimed I was. And she lost her mind. The entitlement was unreal. She thought she could live rent-free in my apartment, control who I worked with, demand I quit my job or cut off coworkers, call me trash publicly, stalk me after we broke up, harass my new girlfriend, harass both our workplaces, break into my apartment, face no consequences for any of it. Instead, she lost her apartment, lost her job, lost her career, lost her friends, got a restraining order against her, moved back in with her parents at 27, worked retail for barely above minimum wage. All while I kept my job, started a healthy relationship, lost nothing except a toxic ex, actually thrived. People ask if I feel bad. Sometimes, for about 5 seconds. Then I remember the Ring camera footage of her trying to unscrew my doorknob at midnight. Or the 23 calls to my workplace in one day. Or the fake HR complaint that got her fired. She did all of that. I just lived my life. The trash didn't take itself out. It took itself out, then kept coming back, then finally got a legal order forcing it to stay away. And I've never been happier.